To battle, Packmates, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates mod. I'm apparently Commodore Turek of the new heavy command cruiser. Is that Pouncer or Panzer? It is Pouncer. So a little bit of an off-word thing. I was just so incredibly surprised that I got promoted after blowing up a Mauler dreadnought. Yeah, last time was not great for us. We once again found ourselves between two Marak dreadnoughts, and they demonstrated that Marak dreadnoughts are definitely better than Lyran dreadnoughts, and we're going to have to come up with a solution for that problem because the game does like to send dreadnoughts after you when you hit the dreadnought tier. So yeah, we are down into a new heavy cruiser. We are equipped with the first of our pseudo fighters, which is interesting. And just a quick, super quick check through tells us indeed that the most powerful version we can get is the PFL, which I didn't think was what would be the most advanced version. But hey, if that's what it's going to cost us, that's what it's going to cost us. We'll buy those two ships, top off on our shuttles. We should only be in this for a little while. We'll probably go back up to a Mauler battleship. They are quite nice pieces of equipment. Very powerful main cannon. I'm very much a big fan of it. So spent all our cash, and now let's go out into space to try and recover, well, some of the progress we had made before, such as this exposed planet. And we're going to shipyard assault it for the simple expedient fact of we just lost our main vessel. I'm not putting myself through yet another high-risk mission. Yeah, things would be bad if we lost yet another heavy cruiser. Let's figure out before we start going through our ship introductions exactly what we are capable of doing before we run out of power. Okay, so 8 while charging a Wild Weasel. That's not tremendous, but I suppose it's what we have to work with. We are escorted today by IKV Antagonist, yet another Klingon vessel to support us, and currently going up against a heavy cruiser which had NCV, so new carrier? Not 100% certain on that. Let's get you out to defend me, mostly so I can figure out what you do. Like, what does a Lyran pseudo-fighter do, aside from being gigantic? Holy crap! 2 disruptors. This is... That's a PFL? No. We're selling you and trading you for something better. Because that's pathetic. That's horrible. I'm gonna assume that's like because they have good shields or something, because that is annoyingly bad. Although they are the size of my ship. So, wow. We are equipped with what appears to be 4 disruptors? Oh yeah, so 1, 1, and 2. So 4 disruptors, 2 expanding sphere generators, 8 phaser 1s, and 2 phaser 3s. Not a tremendous amount of firepower do we have. So we'll select our disruptors on hardpoint 1. We'll go for the phasers on 2. And yeah, I understand that there's a ship sort of bearing down on us, but he's well and far away. And the expanding sphere generator on 3. Oh. No, I put the ESGs on 4. 3, and then 1, nope, 2, and this shall go on 4. If you can tell, I've been having a little bit of a weird day. Things seem to be a little bit off for me. We are going to fight you. So, expanding sphere generator, kick out, go on. I'm intending for you to wipe out fighters. And hopefully to not blow up my very, very expensive vessels. Okay, our ESG should be more than capable of handling all that. Good. Targeting you. Hit him with disruptor fire. Phasers, dealt with it. There we go. The first half of the enemy fighters are down, but there is another group of fighters all the way out there. Please tell me we didn't lose our pseudo-fighters already. No, there they are. They are currently zipping into combat, doing a speed of 16 apparently. Yeah. So this is interesting and new. Those pseudo-fighters are pretty pathetic though. I just don't know what other way to say that. Oh, great. So our pseudo-fighters got killed. I'm a little unhappy. Not gonna lie. Crap. Oh, thank you, Antagonist. So it looks like our other pseudo-fighter has managed to help out quite a bit. While he bombs us. Oh, that's what's wrong. We're super zoomed in. Because our ship is extremely tiny. Apparently, a new command cruiser, or whatever we are, is a very, very small ship indeed. Disruptor is anything that you can get through that hole. There we go. Causing a little bit of light damage there. So, yeah. That's sort of working out for us. We'll put this at 0. Expanding sphere generator to full power. Apparently our forward shields are down. To be fair, we haven't been buffing our shields properly. So yeah, kind of expected that. Hit it with everything we got. Punch right through his front. Cause a decent amount of damage right there. Basically just battering ramming him down. Incoming lots of missiles that are going for our pseudo-fighter? No, the scatter pack was launched from the antagonist, so it's going after the Nane, which is a little bit of an odd name. Don't know what it would mean. Wow. So, quite a bit of damage going down. And this missile we're not going to be able to protect against. Or those missiles. Wait, really? Wrong button. I wanted this button. Apparently we were able to take all that damage on the shields, but still kind of annoying that we took that damage. Basically, he dragged the missile into us, which is interesting. Let's order him back, tell him to come back for repairs. I'm not super confident about our ability to destroy these things. They are, maybe hydrants? That would be fine, because that would be fusion cannons only. I mean, granted, we do kind of have a pretty crappy Alpha Strike, but really, we kind of want to hope these are Federation for the missile launchers. Merak would be fine, too, but it does say H. Oh, no, okay, so the Hydran ones only have Gatling phasers. Okay, we can work with that. We can extend the expanding sphere generator out to a range where it will support us. So we'll reinforce that forward shield and increase the speed of time. This ship does look familiar to something, and I can't really tell what. Something other than Star Trek, rather obviously. We'll also take this time to go into the repair bay, patch this up, and I think we've taken a little bit of light damage. This is probably just labs that we'll take care of. It won't be too big of a deal. So setting course, heading towards the enemy. This will need to expand out to 3s, because we're going to do that trick where we go to 3.999 and basically try and nuke them from there. I think that'll be the only way we'll be able to get through their shields, just because they will probably have pretty decent shields. Well, we know they have decent shields. I mean, we've been on missions like this all the time before, and they will have white shields right here. See? It's like magic. Start to slow down. It's got to be 3.99 and no closer. Because if we get closer than that, the Gatling phasers, they get to shoot. And that's really bad. Trust me. So a little bit closer. Stop! All stop! Okay. Let's do this. There we go. This was the plan all along. Stay at absolute edge of our range and we'll just hit him every single time. Continue to blast away, chunking down shields. I'm a little surprised at how little energy we're able to put into that. And more damage. And this ought to kill you. It did not, because you're a little bit more heavily armored than I figured you'd be. And we have to wait for at least one more charge cycle. Come on. Almost there. There you go. Nope. He managed to get a shield up in time and he blocked most of that damage. So we just got to continually chunk him down. This is not the most efficient race when it comes to siege warfare, as you can see. I'll set a course out and go after you now. And it looks like the antagonist is currently sitting way out there, not really sure what it's doing. Oh, it's started to engage with missiles from beyond range. Yeah, good job. Let's focus on this guy that we're currently flying towards and hope that we, again, manage to get our timing right on stopping. Otherwise, death and destruction follow, which are not fun. So we'll pull right up onto him and well, basically just constantly bump him with the bubble. It is kind of an amusing technique to just like sort of start projecting that thing and then causing bit by bit damage. What? Who cloaked? The antagonist is really equipped with a cloaking device? I suppose it is a Romulan design. But still, I mean, what are you cloaking against? A little bit closer, we'll be able to cause some havoc. Start slowing down, because now we're in dangerous territory. I'll stop. There we go. There we go. So we can generally start crushing through things. And it looks like each expanding sphere generator is dealing about 15 points of damage. Incoming long-range missiles, they'll get shot down, no problem. Didn't manage to take out that shield. Not good. That means an entire wasted volley of shooting. The antagonist flying right on top of the target and basically wasting it. I'm not begrudging him getting involved in the battle. Although I do find his technique to be somewhat sloppy. So set course for the last one. We will head in at maximum speed and wipe that one out as well. If the antagonist decides to join us. Oh, it's just being very oddly slow in its maneuvering. What are you... I guess it's fine. It does make sense. He is keeping escort with us, so that's all right. I just always feel slightly frustrated whenever we fly these missions with our handy-dandy little allies, because they tend to be a little unreliable. Especially, you know, we were flying with the Klingon Dreadnought in the last mission with the, when we lost the Scimitar. And as far as I can tell, he wasn't actually doing anything. Just allowed us to die. Nope, almost managed to fire at that point, but didn't quite come off. Slow way down. We're down at the last, well, 10,000 meters? Yeah, because that's how it works, or kilometers. 2, 1, all stop. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. There we go. All up and select. Chunk him down. We knocked out 2 shields with that. Not bad at all. So now we just sit here and continue the attack. We did manage to actually knock out a Phaser 3 with that strike, which is impressive on some levels. Although it's also kind of sad that our Disruptor managed to miss from that range. Expanding Sphere Generator kicks up again. Does manage to get through the shield reinforcement, but luckily we were able to follow it up with the rest of our firepower. So that caused good things to happen. And we'll get ready to chunk down this shield as well. Just basically keep on turning and we will take out every single shield that you've got. Bit by bit. You may as well surrender. I would go for a capture attempt, but, well, our friend would blow it up. Game speed is now 7. Closing session. So that only took us 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Oh, we are done with that. 450 prestige is nice. And the planet, which is better. Push out here. Mission. Scout mission is fine by me. And the reason we didn't immediately go home is because I want to check out a couple of things. Cause a little bit of havoc. Looks like we've got a single freighter. Excellent. This is exactly what I would want to be, you know, diving after in our new cruiser. Something weak that can't really fight back. Just double checking, make sure that we and him are the only ones out here, and it does appear to be so. So we'll increase the speed of time and just sort of rush on over to him. And also make sure we set this down to a range of 0, because we're basically gonna kill him immediately after we manage to get into range, and begin the deep scan. Also, probably, just as a point of order, shields for reinforcement to the full power. It is an FTQ, which means it is some kind of Q ship. All weapons select. And we'll get ready to crunch him down. We have all the data. We may disengage. Shut that off. We don't need you anymore. The phasers ought to be able to handle that. Oh, that's a scatter pack. That's a scatter pack. Crap. Prepare to engage, but we're going to let the missiles do their thing. Apparently the missiles did not have enough anything to do their thing. Kick on the ESG. Really? What? That is immensely frustrating. Get back here, you little punk. I'm gonna rip you apart. We didn't manage to target the scatter pack in time. That caused damage that we now have to repair. And get back here. I'm gonna hit you with my sphere. You will not escape. It will be painful. And you will suffer. Good hits on through. Cause some damage right on to his systems. And let's look at stealing his ship. Go, Marines. Alright, we're done with you. Pick up speed. Just wait for him to become ours. I assume this gives you more credits. I don't know that at all. I mean, this might be something that's not as good, but I do believe it gives you additional prestige. So we'll wait for our Marines to finish fighting their way to the bridge and stealing the whole ship. Because that's how you really get information. You bring the whole thing back to High Command and say, hey, tear it apart. Do whatever you need to. So, yeah, I think that does well. I think the 440 prestige is more than we get for just scouting it. So we will try and go for captures in the future. Pop and pop. Oh, gotta lay the pressure on because they're apparently putting pressure on us. So we will see what we can do. Ah, so this is the random vessel in the center. It is a light cruiser that has apparently gone derelict. And we will set up the WoW Weasel, as we do. No enemy vessels in range as of yet, and nobody supporting us. Set the ESG down to the 0. We are prepping the WoW Weasel this time. Yes, we are. Okay. And is there anything we need to patch and or repair? Nope. Despite our damage in the last mission, everything got repaired in transit time. Now, something that I literally just noticed as I was flipping through screens, the name of our helmsman is Ensign or hopefully Lieutenant Bloodfeast. Our repair officer is Psychoff. These names don't really seem congruent. Maybe that's just me. But Sharptooth and Bloodfur, as well as our science man, Powdwan. And there's no officers for any of these. Actually, is there one for you? No, that's just the name. The Pouncer. It almost sounds adorable as a name for a ship, like little kittens pouncing on things. So not exactly what I might imagine as the name of a proud, aggressive fighter ship. Although, to be fair, we did just lose 2 dreadnoughts in 2.5, 3 missions. So maybe Command has every right to sort of make a joke out of us for a little while. We didn't take and actually scan. You have dilithium crystals. We're going to steal you. Oh, by the way, the enemy's a frigate. Don't know if you noticed that or not. It wasn't very big, so I didn't bother really looking at it. I figured it was probably pointless. So at this speed, we should be able to pass by this light cruiser, steal his dilithium crystals, and ooh, he would have been an interesting fight. I mean, these are only D-type plasma torpedoes, so they wouldn't have actually hurt us. But a Hellbore cannon is quite nice. And I'm going to assume these are phaser ones. Yeah, they were. So that would have been an interesting fight. It's definitely a lower on the power scale for a light cruiser to be. So beam you all. Thank you. You are mine. Target the SDF-R, which I'm assuming is a system defense. But oh, wow. 6 missile launchers on a single vessel is quite impressive. So let's slow down. Oh, no, we are at normal speed. We're just traveling quite quickly. All up and select. Boom. Excellent work there. So yeah, basically we just came up and rolled him over. If there was an analog for running people over with your car, that would have been it. And at some point, you know, the game is going to decide, okay, now time to nuke this ship. He is, of course, on a timer. Whoever's on board sets some sort of emergency self-destruct system. And I'm pretty sure we can't beam over to steal it. I think it blows it up anyway. All weapons select. We'll try and blow you up in one go. Hopefully we won't blow up by being too close to the ship. There we go. Mission complete. So, stole the dilithium crystals, blew up the Merak scout ship that showed up to try and figure out what was going on, and then annihilated the pirates, because they were obviously pirates. I mean, it was an Orion Pirates style cruiser, and we got a decent amount of prestige. We're up to 4920. That's good. And we took the tile. So, despite the somewhat shaky start to this episode we had because of, you know, the loss of our major ship in the last one, we've actually managed to come out of it quite well. Ooh, STLF. This is a single-tooth Lion Mauler Dreadnought with mech links and a PF system, and I want to buy it. I definitely want to buy it. Show me the STL. It's with mecha links and City Fighters. Is it worth it? I really liked flying it. It was a lot of fun. Oh wow, our battleship does suck. Okay, here's why I say the battleship sucks. The price of the ship is a function of its BPV, and most battleships are around the 10,000 mark, or at least they were for plasma armed races. This one is 7824. That's really kind of sad. Ah, crap, I think I may have just lost the STLF. Or the game may have crashed? I think the game crashed. Yes, the music has stopped. Things do not appear to be happening anymore. I'm pretty sure our game has crashed, which is less than ideal, gonna admit. I'll try and save it if I can. I'll probably try and buy the SDLF. If not, well, we may have to replay a couple of missions. But yeah, we are actually pretty close to a time when we normally end. This may come out to be slightly short. Unfortunately, every so often, this is an old game, and this actually has been a really long time since the last time we crashed. So, yeah. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.